Another day, another dump. We got this Nix magnetic sweeper out here at Tri Recycling. They have a couple of our magnets already equipped in a similar fashion on their gators. They've fabricated their own setup, but we're using our Kubota bracket along with hanging bracket E with the adjustable actuators on the end to do a run around of their landfill area. So this area is where they store shingles, and with shingles comes nails. So we're taking this thing around just to show them how it works, let them see the new aluminum debris pan, the debris clean-off sleeve, and yeah, just continue testing the performance of this Nix in a couple different environments. Okay, so here is the Nix again at a pretty long range zoom here, and if you look, you'll see that it's hanging a little bit too low right now. Those wheels shouldn't be touching the ground at all times like they're doing now. But thanks to the UHMW bushings that are there instead of the old ball bearings, they're going to be a lot more durable. So if you're operating it in this fashion, you should be okay, because the UHMW is very wear resistant. So you should be able to actually run it like this without too many problems. So we are picking up a few nails here. These are obviously just going to be roofing nails that came out of these shingles. And we're doing that more efficiently with the Nix than they can do with some of the other sweepers they have here, because it's got that new aluminum tray. So you don't have to pay as much attention. They said when we got here that there are, whenever they hit that plastic sleeve off of like even a mulch pile or a rock or just something sticking up out of the ground, it'll crack. So that's not going to happen with this aluminum one. It's a nice sturdy construction. You can hit it off the ground. We were hitting it pretty hard yesterday, and it's fine. It holds up okay. And you see in the background there, if I can get a real crazy zoom, that's a gator equipped with one of our RASs on the front. So that does the same job as what we're doing now. We're just testing out this new version. These guys bought those RASs from us a long time ago, and since then we've developed a lot more options. So you see, one concern you might have with mounting this Nix on the front of a Kubota with the weight of the brackets, which are all heavy duty steel, and then the 300 some odd pound weight of whatever sweeper you order, because they're different based on the length. You might be concerned about the front of your Kubota suspension not being able to support that. So that's, we thought about that when we were putting it together, but it seems to not be an issue with this. It squats down about 3 inches, but it doesn't seem to be much more than if you just had someone standing on the front. So here we're continuing to sweep a different section of the landfill. The Nix magnet's doing great so far, picked up a lot of nails. And now we're just going a little further in to get whatever's left. This thing is hanging pretty nicely. The wheels are just barely touching the ground. Once in a while they touch down, you go through a puddle. But yeah, it's a pretty good unit for this kind of situation where you're medium duty terrain, a little bit of mud, potholes, nothing too extreme. And then, yeah, this thing's got the nice aluminum sleeve. You can bash it on stuff a little bit, but a lot more than a plastic one. The PVC tends to crack. So yeah, you see that little incline there going up the hill. That's where the wheels are really going to come in handy, because that front of the sweeper is going to hit the ground before your Kubota tires do. And if you don't have the wheels there, then you're just going to drag the magnet on the ground. Here's a shot from the other side of going down the hill. And there you go. Yep, that's why we got an aluminum sleeve. So there he goes, out into the main section of the lot. This is where all the loaders bash everything into a big hoop barn that's to our left here. You probably can't see through the tree. But there's going to be a lot of debris out there, because that's where everybody is operating and dumping everything. So the public comes in, dumps everything on the left, and then the loaders come in and bash it into a bin or a hoop barn where it gets sorted. And there's a perfect demonstration of why you need the aluminum sleeve. A nice hit like that off some rocks might crack a PVC one. So that's one of the reasons we made this thing. So it just makes your hanging magnet a lot more of a durable component of your machine or your system, rather than something you always have to worry about cracking. It's a nice thick aluminum with good bushing, so it won't crush in on itself when you get it loaded full of debris. And just a lot of benefits over the PVC. Watch it hit the ground again. There you go. See, it's scraping down. So this will be more protected on the Erebus, because it has the outriggers, and so it's got something central to kick off the ground rather than the sleeve. But, you know, that's why we got the sleeve, to be able to hit things. And here he goes one more time up the hill, and I'm betting he's gonna hit that magnet off the ground again. Watch the center. Yep, there you go. Nice crunch of the aluminum on the rocks. So after that nice hit, we'll send him back down, get back to the parking lot, and see if there's any damage on this thing. So after hitting all those rocks there, I just cleaned the sleeve off completely. It was covered in mud, just to see if there's any damage. So we hit them pretty good. We hit them about 4 times going up and down, so 8 times total. And the only damage to be seen is there's a couple little nicks out of the aluminum here. There's some small abrasion marks here, which hopefully you can see on camera, but there's just little tiny nicks all over. And on the front, where it actually impacted, there's pretty much nothing at all. So there's some scratches there going down the middle. That would have been where it hit on the edge and then just dragged across. But because there's nothing holding this magnet down, it's just chains, it can go up. So once you hit something, it just comes up and over, and you don't have to worry about, you know, punching through the aluminum, because it'll just lift the sweeper before it goes through the aluminum. In most cases, unless you hit a piece of tungsten or something. But yeah, that's the view of the sleeve after hitting the rocks and running through the yard a couple times with all the nails on it. Nails haven't left any marks that are notable. The only real notable marks are just kind of on this edge here. Just those little nicks out of the edge and those scratches. So yeah, that's the aluminum sleeve. If you had a PVC one, you'd probably be ordering a new one from us, so consider it.